Well, now, protests like this, of course, against President Mubarak would have been unthinkable until very recently. His regime backed by a wall of fear imposed by a brutal police force. But as we've just heard, along with the street protests, there's been looting and a breakdown of law and order in some areas. Our international editor, Lindsey Hilsum, has been talking to a cross-section of Egyptian society to hear their views on the uprising and whether it can be sustained.
Not out protesting today, but staying on their street to stop it from being looted, and still angry about the government which has brought them to this.
The government used to humiliate us. We had no dignity, no pride, and no bread. We used to stand in line for bread from here to the end of the street.
These are not Facebook revolutionaries, but those who scrabble to make a living, who've endured 30 years in President Mubarak's police state, which provides no police when they need protection.
It's obvious now, things are out of control. Anyway, if he wanted real law and order, he would have done it 30 years ago. I've worked since I was 18 and never had the chance to improve my life. Now there's no law and order. It's chaos, but what the hell? I don't think he can do anything now.
I met a professor of psychiatry who watched in horror as thugs looted a shop in his neighbourhood. The government, he believes, has withdrawn the police to punish the people for rejecting it, angry that they weren't satisfied with modest material progress.
The government may be right that there are more people who have cars, that's what they say. There are now more people who have cars, more people who have televisions, more people who have this and that. But this doesn't mean, this actually creates more of a need for human rights, for the right to sit comfortably in one's place without harassment, for the right to have a just and fair legal system, for a right to be treated well by the police force.
The military, very much in evidence on the streets today, their power well entrenched. As a conscript army, their families share the people's grievances. Not that they wanted to tell me about that.
Hello, how are you? Okay.
The young people I found talking to them say the government's strategy of withdrawing the police and leaving the army on the streets may be working.
Even me, I was like a couple of days ago, I was with the protesters in Tahrir, but yesterday I had to spend all night, like 10 hours, with knives and stuff like this with my community to protect our home. So no way that I'm gonna finish my shifts there 8 o'clock in the morning and gather myself and go to Tahrir again to protest.
Those demonstrators who did come out again had the same message: Mubarak must go. This woman said, "Leave now with dignity," something many Egyptians feel their government has never granted them. Lindsey Hilsum, Channel 4 News, Cairo.